Okay, here we go. What's going on, guys? It is AA Games here, and today we are going to continue with Amnesia, The Dark Descent. And we are going to enter the wine cellar. And because I'm so good at YouTube, starting off with loading screen. The stone slab looked like a safety measure. It wasn't meant to be moved ever again. I'm just glad you guys can see the loading screens. At least that's what I saw from the previews of my first video. Here we are. How much oil do I have? I have plenty of oil. I'll keep this lit up so you guys can see it. So I gotta go into this room. Okay.
Where did the Baron go?
Who cares? He left us enough wine to last us a lifetime. Or at least until tomorrow.
Okay. So, basically... Oh no, spooky door. Ah! Okay. Fucking... I still hate you guys. Even though I'm not PewDiePie, I still hate you, barrels. So basically, they wanted us to go to the other room first. The, laboratory. There's some... calamine. Ow. Ah, wake up. That's why you hate barrels. They just fall on your face and they break you. I'm gonna light a couple of candles instead of using my lantern. That should be enough light for now. So basically I have to clear this out with my super strength. No, don't go that way, go this way. Alright, now... Come on, come on, come on. There we go. Again. Okay. And there we go. Okay. That was that. The noise it makes. Ugh.
What's happening? Oh, it feels like my chest is going to burst. Oh.
My God! Wilhelm, do something!
Accept it. We're not getting out of here.
How can you say that? Alexander, you piece of shit! Let us out of here!
So yeah, that happened. Alright, here we go, more reading. Wilhelm's last words. My name is Wilhelm House of Garrick. These are my final words, my confession and testament. 2 years ago, I was summoned to Castle Brennenburg. As most of the aristocracy, I was curious about what the supposed Knight of the Order would want from me, and accepted the invitation. The Baron was friendly and offered me a proposition. It dawned on me that the nature of the contract was sordid, and that the reason I was chosen was because of the follies of my past, and not the honors I've been rewarded with during my time as a soldier. I was to kidnap healthy humans among his slightest whim, and do so without asking questions. In return, he would attest to my character at the royal court, advancing my position within noble society. I would like to claim that I struggled with my decision, but it came swiftly and I accepted wholeheartedly. Ever since that day, I brought men, women, and children to Brennenburg. I can't remember the numbers, but there were many, perhaps even 100, none of whom were ever seen or heard from again. Tonight, the Baron invited me and my men down to the wine cellar to celebrate our work. I had my suspicions as we descended the stairs, but he insisted and joined us in a toast. The wine tasted fine, and my men drank without restraint. So begins the punishment for our sins. The Baron has locked us up and returned upstairs. Forgive me for what I have done. I was weak and fell into his diabolic ways. My men are screaming, their skin has been pierced by their own tangled bones. I feel my insides revolt against their God-given nature. Blood has begun to pour from my eyes, and I can no longer... And dead. And there's all his blood. Anyway, so we've got 3 chemicals. We've got aqua regia, calamine, and cuprite. I'm gonna... No, I don't need oil yet. We're doing good on oil. Hopefully, like I said, hopefully this is good enough for you guys. It's bright enough to see, because I played with the gamma a bit on my off time, and it looks pretty good. Alright, we're gonna grab this loud down a dumb. Oh god, monster. You ever see one of these things up close? Of course, you're not gonna get to see it now because they're just playing with us right now. There's a tinderbox up there. I want it. There we go. There's another one. Alright. There's another one. There's one thing that they don't do in this game. It's short you tinderboxes. There's another one. I'm gonna try to use as many of these as I can. An orpiment. Oh no. Alright. So I believe that's the 4 chemicals that we need. Now, I did this in reverse order. I should have gone to the laboratory first. But because I've played this game before, I knew where to go automatically. It became impossible to avoid the common the shutters. French soldiers opened fire and shooting, fighting back. The voice of sounds that he has a gun smoke. My god. Forgot about reading that part. The shadow is coming out. To the laboratory we go. The cloth smelled of desert and damp musk. The pieces lay scrambled on top. Too many of them, he thought. Or perhaps too few. Here we are. In the laboratory. Yuck. Bad breath. There it is. What is it? There's usually oil over here. Alright, there's more over here. I want it. I'm not gonna leave it till I get it. There we go. Freaking chair. Alright. Now down here we go. I'm gonna use the torches down here. Or if there are, there's a couple, right? Yeah, there's a candle here. Okay.
So there should be more cuprite. Let me see. And 1 part aqua force.
Okay. So that's the chemistry pot we need. Early alchemy experiment. This is my 3rd attempt to produce artificial vitae. The former compounds lack the potency I need, but I sense them close. Calamine and orpiment are given, and cuprite binds them together well. This time I'll attempt aqua regia instead of aqua fortis, and hope it will produce a more even solution. The experiment was unsuccessful. The solution is highly acid, that's just highly acidic, and proves impractical to put to any use except as a detergent. Organic tissue reacts especially violently to the solution and should be handled with the greatest care. I might be able to use the recipe, but I'm losing hope that I will find an alchemic solution to my predicament. You guys will see in a minute why this is actually a relevant thing. One day I will return. If it wasn't for the thought of you, my love, I wouldn't be able to go on. When I find myself doing terrible things, I take comfort in you. As long as I am able to think of you and long for a life together, I know I'm better than the others. I weep for them. They lust for power without restraint, where I only crave fair judgment and a safe return. My voice is like, oh, blech again. $10. It's pretty bright down here, I would say, even for you guys. It doesn't look very clear on my screen, but hey, you know what? It's kind of hard to get this right. Alright. Chemical relocation. This is what I should have gotten first. The lack of a chimney to properly vent the fumes from my most recent experiments has taken its toll on many of the less stable ingredients in storage. Some seem unaffected, but many are stained by the fumes and will be difficult to salvage. I shall do what I can and move them to the wine cellar, which is where these four come from: the cuprite, orpiment, ochregia, and calamine. So basically, now what we have to do is mix them together. So first, I'm going to put that there. Now we need to put the cuprite there, ochregia there, orpiment there. And then the calamine there. So then I turn on the burners. Okay, now they're lighting up, they're warming up. Next, I turn on the ochregia, turn on the calamine, turn on the cuprite, and turn on the orpiment. All goes into this little pot here, and boom! Pot of acid. Nice. Alright, now we've kind of lost our staircase here. But never fear. There are actually two ways to get out of this. The first one is not break the game. The first one is that, okay, that. And then there's that I missed. Just like that. Either one's fine. I'm gonna go this way because reasons. Alright, and we're out of here. Back to the entrance hall. He sat down by the Caspa wall gasping for air. Sweat, okay, I was reading that. Shadow was pissed at us. Ow. Look at all this grossness. Alright, I'm gonna use my laudanum. So the reason why we needed this is because the shadow has blocked our path from going down to the archives. So that's why we need that. To the refinery we go. This will probably be the last area I do for this episode. Just because I need to record 2 episodes today, I'm not going to be around tomorrow, and I want to get my videos done now. I might even record a 3rd part if I have time, but I probably won't.
It sure is dark in here.
Yes, and there's a good reason for it. But you can light the lamp now if you wish.
What's the reason? For the darkness, that is.
Stay close. Be careful not to stray.
What's the reason? Why is it so dark?
Pay attention, Daniel. It's important that you keep going straight and make sure not to stray.
Grunt's over there. Okay, my mouse just did that again. We don't have to really worry about him yet. They keep alluding to the fact that he's going to be relevant, but he's not relevant for quite a while. Okay, so what's in here? There's oil down here. Tinderbox. Okay. Making sure I'm not missing anything. No, we're good. Alright, and here's some more laudanum.
22nd of June, 1839.
More story.
It's been more than a month since my last entry. After the event inside the underground chamber in Algeria, Professor Herbert insisted I return to England. He said he didn't want to risk forfeiting the entire expedition lest I took a turn for the worse. An excessive decision, in retrospect. But I'm glad it turned out that way. I found my journal this morning in the haphazard collection of things brought home from Africa. Next to it lay the broken stone orb wrapped in cloth. I tried to assemble it, but couldn't. The pieces wouldn't fit together, as if they weren't from the same object. Could I have imagined it all? Was there ever a complete orb?
Oh yes, there was, but that's a long ways away. We have a couple hours left of gameplay before that happens. Just like breaking things. They're not all broken yet. One more, come on. Okay. A toast. Glug 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 glug. Okay. Gonna go in here and grab some of this oil. There's a little hatch there. So this little shit right here. Okay, that's cool. We're gonna do that. Fix that up. Double check over here, make sure I don't miss anything. Tinderbox. Okay. Down we go. And we're running. Cellar archives. Alrighty, that'll do it for this episode. He crashed through the surface, dark Atlantic waters, monthly time, basic struggles of okay. So that's gonna do it for this episode of Amnesia: The Dark Descent. I hope you guys are enjoying it so far. It's a great game. I mean, I'm not taking it very seriously because I've played through it so many times, but I love the story in it. The atmosphere is great. The sound effects, the graphics, everything. The pacing is perfect. So, like this video if you enjoyed it. Leave a comment letting me know what you think. If you want me to play the sequel, because, you know, I'm more than happy to do that. Because, I mean, despite the fact that it wasn't as good as this game, the sequel is pretty good. The only problem is that you can't die in it really that easily. So, anyways. Back to what I was saying. If you want to join an awesome group of people that are super attractive, super intelligent, and generally awesome at everything that they do, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. Join the A-listers today. All 12 of us. We're growing. Like I said last time, we're growing. And I forget what your name is, friend, but I'm going to find your name, and I'm going to thank you for subscribing. So, thank you guys so much for now, and we'll see you in the next video of Amnesia. Stay awesome.